There's a new series coming from Star Wars from father and son duo, Lost co-showrunner Carlton Cuse, and also his son Nick are coming together. He did Masters of Air. Also, he did Station 11. The two of them have been signed on to do a new Star Wars series for Lucasfilms. There's no information yet, no details, nothing. You just have someone behind Lost doing a Star Wars show. Could be cool, could not be cool. We'll have to wait and find out. Again, I hear that Kathleen Kennedy's leaving in August, so we'll have to wait and find out about that too, how that shakes things up. But also, Sean Levy's new Star Wars movie, Starfighter, has been officially announced as well. Now, he's going to be directing it. Ryan Gosling is starring it. We heard about this a little bit ago. We didn't have details yet. Nothing further to happen until now. Now, Sean came forward to say that the Starfighter is actually going to take 5 years later after the rise of Skywalker. 5 years later. It's a new installment into the Star Wars franchise, and there are no Skywalkers involved. It's not the addition of Skywalker. We're not bouncing off there. It's not a sequel. It's a new adventure. That's what he's calling it. It's not a prequel, not a sequel. It's a new adventure. Ryan Gosling says he loves it so much. He said there's so much heart and adventure to this. He says that this is a perfect filmmaker to actually make this happen. He's super excited to be a part of this standalone, outside again, the Skywalker family canon Star Wars movie. I love Sean. I think we did with Deadpool. Wolverine was fantastic. When I heard about him doing a Star Wars movie, it made me super excited. I think it's gonna be fantastic. I think somebody's gonna still try to tie this shit in somehow. We'll have to wait and find out because people have to bring shit back. Look at the Darth Maul series coming too. Darth Maul animated series is coming to the small screen, guys. The small screen animated series. Darth Maul, the Shadow Lord. Now, this one, too, is going to bring back the original voice actor from, we're talking about, the Clone Wars, Rebels, also the big hit, Solo, guys, the Star Wars story, right? Everybody saw that shit. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. Sorry about that, everybody. But bringing back Sam Woodward to come back to be the voice of Darth Maul as well for this. And Hayden Christianson, the biggest news, Hayden Christianson coming back to be Anakin Skywalker again in Ahsoka Season 2. We heard rumors about this for a long time. He's super excited. He says there's a lot more stories to explore with Vader. He's not done. And honestly, he killed them. He killed them all. Let's find out how. I can't wait for all this Star Wars shit, guys. So much happening. And if you wonder what Star Wars is, if you're in the UK, one more thing to say. In June, you can see the original cut of Star Wars. I'm talking about no additions, no ridiculous bad CG tales of Jabba the Hutt. We're talking about the original print of Star Wars will be airing for the first time since the fucking 80s in the UK, guys. The 1977 cut. They've kept it. They've stored this sumbitch in like the exact print and what they say, it's like the exact amount of atmosphere or the temperature to keep the print so it doesn't disintegrate 23 degrees Fahrenheit. And that print is amazing. George Lucas hid it for a long time. But now if you go in June to this amazing festival, British Film Institute's Film on Film, you can see the very first cut of Star Wars, guys. A lot of Star Wars fucking news. A lot of Star Wars news. And I'm happy to talk about that with all of my panel. It's a lot. It's an abundance of Star Wars. We've traveled into a galaxy because of that for this breaking news featured story. We've gone into space. GR, is there something that you love the most out of all this news that tickles your pickle, that wets your whistle? Are you excited about any of the Star Wars news at all?
Well, yeah, I love Star Wars. The animated shit, they can throw that away as far as I'm concerned. That's perfect.
Darth Maul for you. How about this Starfighter show?
New series? Good? It sounds interesting. I'd like to see where they take it.
How about Hayden Christianson coming back?
I've seen him butcher so much stuff.
Yeah, I know. They butcher fucking constantly.
I don't like that.
So you're excited about Hayden coming back. You're like Anakin getting another shot.
Well, I like the Anakin story. You know, it's always fun to see how a character evolves from a kid, the way he started, to this villain of all time, you know.
Vader, you know. Vader's one of the biggest, I would say, villains of all of cinema, you know. And I don't know if you saw
He's got a
Kenobi.
face that I don't care what generation you are, you recognize it.
Did you ever see Kenobi? Did you ever watch that?
No, I don't think I ever did.
That came on Disney Plus. You should go back and watch that because he comes back and they have a sequence where Vader's mask is ripped in half and it's half Vader, half Christianson. He's in the fucking costume. It's great. It's really one of my favorite sequences in modern day Star Wars because it's just like fun to see him back as Vader, but also James Earl Jones. It's a great back and forth. So you should check that out if you love Hayden Christensen. But I mean, it makes sense for him to come back in Ahsoka. They had him the last season. He had a whole episode. I think this only is natural because Ahsoka was his, again, he taught her the ways of the Force.
Padawan.
Padawan. Yeah. There we go, Sean. I was looking for the word. I couldn't find it. Padawan.
I got you, brother.
I appreciate you. GR, you're going to see it, right? You're going to watch all that shit. I know you are. I know you are, GR.
Except for that animated one.
Han shot first. Everybody heard it here for some Colossus Rex. Han shot first. What do you think about that, Sean? Did Han shoot first? Do you believe that?
Oh, yeah.
That
argument's been over in a long time.
Do you think, Sean, this new Lost series is about how they do their taxes? Could it be?
I don't think we're ever going to get a full explanation of how taxes are done in the Star Wars, what kind of rights people have to property and deeds. I have no idea. I'm very excited.
One day, Sean.
Darth Maul. Look at that. We're brothers, as you can tell.
Yep.
Yeah, I can see it.
You can see Ray Parks and I go, wait.
Eyes.
It's the eyes for sure. The fact that I don't have red and yellow in there. More Star Wars is fine. I think that they have had some missteps. They've definitely tried some things that obviously the fans did not appreciate. I think new audiences did, but it's hard to kind of do it when you have such a vocal majority of people hating something. But I am all for Hayden Christensen getting back to this. I mean, he received so much hate for his acting and taking this role and doing what he could with it. But God bless him, right? He stayed positive. The man kept working, and I think he's coming back to a place that respects it and understands the situation now. I'm excited to see it. Honestly, if it's just half an hour show each week of Hayden Christensen just murking kids, I'm happy. I would watch the hell out of that. Just hunting down babies and kid Jedis, anyone that farts midichlorians. Darth Vader just comes in and just murks them out. I think that'd be great. I don't know what else to say about the other stuff, right? Like, I think you always want to have high expectations with this stuff because it is such a beloved fandom and there's so much lore and history and character development and evolution of characters. And I don't know. It's exciting to see it that we're going to get more of this. I'm really excited by the opportunity to potentially see the original. Right. I don't think that's something I've ever been privy to or even close to have seen. I feel like in our youth, like I feel like we were getting a special edition of Star Wars every fucking 6 months. And it was like,
dude, somebody on VHS.
South Park made fun of it, right? Like they lampooned that shit. They're like, we didn't have Tauntauns in our first episode because we couldn't afford it. Now we can. Okay. Right? Like
that makes me excited though, Sean. It's like that Disney actually wants to release the Kraken, release the original cut. It's probably killing fucking George Lucas. But I fucking think it's appropriate.
I think it's a desperate move by Disney, though. I think it's them trying to gain the favor back, right? Like, hey, we fucked up, we know it. Here's some nice good stuff from your childhood or your parents' childhood that that'll soothe you and make you feel much better. I would not be surprised if Kathleen Kennedy's out. She has not received criticism well. She has not received. I don't think audiences have appreciated what she's tried to do with it. There are people that will never forgive her for what happened to Rogue Squadron.
I wanted Rogue Squadron so bad. I wanted it so fucking bad.
It's great, man. Give
the N64 kid in me wanted it so bad, man.
I still think to this day, they really missed that opportunity when Rey telling the last name, she could have just said, "I'm Rey Star Wars." I think that would have blown my mind. Rise of Skywalker. No, Rey
How about
Star
Ray Wars? I'm Ray Wars.
Rey Star Wars, maybe. Star is like her nickname.
Like Star Jones.
I don't know.
So she's doing space porn now.
This thing exists in video games. This thing exists in comic books and novels, art, anime. It's out there and it exists, and it's for everybody that wants to enjoy whatever piece they can slice off for themselves. So I'm all for more of this stuff. Just fucking calm down, people. Let it happen. And if it's not for you, that's okay, man. There's, as Brandon said, there's a ton of you can go watch Craven. Go and fucking watch Craven.
Oh, please don't give it any more money. Don't do it. No. Austin
Taylor Johnson Green, whatever.
Whatever. Yeah, he isn't.
He's great. He could be Bond. I could see that as Bond. If it's not going to be Idris, he could maybe be Bond. But anyway, no, I mean it. Like, Star Wars is just something to me. I am not a big Star Wars guy myself, but I respect it and appreciate it for what it is. I see a lot of kinship in my fellow nerds out there that dress up as the stormtroopers and walk around Comic-Cons. Several years, they used to do these meetups at the Baltimore Comic-Con. It was the 501 or something like that. And they would give, kids that were at the Comic-Con, the first Comic-Con, little things that said, droid or not the droid, and then the stormtroopers would go out in the show and try and find the droids. It was very fun. It's very nice little thing for everybody, right? Like, I don't know, man. It's a good group of people. I still feel wholeheartedly believe that the squeaky wheel does get the cheese. I don't know, but people are going to find ways to complain about things, and it's unfortunate. But I think the people that care are going to care and accept this for what it is. So. Yeah.
I just hope that the release in the UK gets this like a grand release here in the United States, so we can see this original cut, because we deserve that. Don't we deserve that?
We can go visit Mike. We can go visit Mike and watch it.
Why did they get it first? That never happens.
It's tariffs. It's all about tariffs.
Yeah.
No, it just makes me.
It's the tariffs.
We actually know about tariffs. We know all about. That was the whole fucking prequels. Sorry.
We know nothing about Star Wars tariffs and how the Empire runs it and how, I don't know.
This was in there.
Yeah. And how the rebellion. I don't know. I gotta say this though, Brandon, you hear about this. Of course, we were just talking about how there's the version, the original OG version. The UK is getting it first. That's exciting, I think. Were you ever a Star Wars, would you love Star Wars growing up? And is there anything in here that brings that nostalgia feeling to you that will make you inspired to watch more Star Wars moving forward? Because they've lost a lot of their OG fans. They have.
They really? Wait, really? I thought everyone loved it still. I mean,
people have been hating on it, man. People have been hating. Have you seen Acolyte?
Acolyte? Oh, wait. Who?
Acolyte? Did you see Acolyte? What's up, Todd? No. Acolyte got smashed. Even Skeleton Crew, I like people were still smashing on that. Ahsoka didn't get the best reviews, but they're getting a second season. They've been really trashing on the Star Wars.
Everyone likes Andor, right? That one did okay.
Yeah, the new season just dropped, and apparently I haven't watched yet, which bums me out. But I hear they're raping women in it too. I mean, there's crazy shit that happens in Star Wars these days.
Well, a part of it might be that they are kind of running it into the ground. Like it used to be special when a Star Wars movie came out. We were all very hyped about it back when it was just like the, episode 4, 5, 6. And then 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
We were so excited every time one came out, even if they didn't do well, even if people hated the movie, but the hype was there. And now I feel and I know Star Wars isn't the only one that's doing this, but a lot of IP, it just seems like with the streaming world we're in, it's just no, 6 things a year, let the TV, movie,
pump it out,
everything in between. And it just kind of loses its luster if you just bang people over the head with it. I don't know, maybe that's what it is, because I certainly have fallen victim to that. Yes, to answer your question, I grew up, I watched Star Wars with my dad. It was a great memory I had, the first one, A New Hope, and then we watched all those ones, and then when the prequels came out, of course I'm I was the prime demographic, 13 years old when it came out, so of course I liked episode 1 I actually really liked episode
I did
one.
too.
People hated
The
on it.
racers, it was fun.
Yeah, but I liked it a lot. And then the second one came out, and I was like, okay, that's a lot of computers. And
And the third one, we're like,
the third one came out, and I was like, wow, this is all just green screen. And I don't know. And it's just kind of. I'm afraid that like Jurassic is kind of going in this direction too, where there's just
and you were super excited about that. You were excited about it too.
But it's like getting like even like Transformers, like it's everything. They just overdo it. They just overdo all of it, and it's kind of sad that it's gotten to that point. Like maybe give it some breath. And I know that that's asking them to not make as much money, so it'll never happen. But I'm just saying, from a fan standpoint, maybe let people breathe and anticipate and build hype, because you will make money if there's hype. And honestly, if there's no hype, like you're not going to make money either.
If Disney hasn't learned the lesson from Marvel, I don't see them learning the lesson from Star Wars.
Fair point.
Which is sad to say, right? Like,
yeah, definitely.
I think the writing's on the wall that it was just a mistake to flood the market with this much junk, interspersed with great things. And like it just became the expectation that everything was going to be great, and it can never be great when you're trying to rush all that shit in there.
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah. Do you know how much hate I get when I say this though online? It's like when I say, Hayden Christianson sucked in the prequels, but I loved him in Ahsoka. I get so much hate because Gen Z and like there's a younger generations loved him as Anakin, and they're like, he was the best acting in the universe. How dare you? How fucking dare you trash Hayden Christensen? I'm like, I'm not trying to trash him. I'm saying like he got redemption, because at that time,
for sure, yeah,
a lot of people didn't like what happened. You know what I mean? The OG Star Wars fans moving into the prequels, and even if we're kids at that point, there's a lot of hate. And I think what we're happening right now, this resurgence for him, is fantastic. I think it's great for his career. For him, I would love to see a Darth Vader series. And I know people are sitting out in the chat. I would love to see him, and maybe they have the AI James Earl Jones voice they can use forever in perpetuity now. And so James Earl Jones, he did that himself though. He did it. He signed off on it so that his voice could always be Darth Vader. He did it himself. And I think that's.
What about Jake Lloyd? Bring him back.
In the costume, he's fucking pissed. He's fucking pissed.
Like, because wait, so how old is Hayden now? He's got to be in his 50s, 60s. I don't know.
No, he's probably our age. He's probably 40 something,
like 40 somewhere in there, yeah.
Because I feel like, okay. I mean, because the Anakin kid, like, that was his name, Jake Lloyd.
Yeah. Oh, Jake Lloyd went down to he went through a lot of shit too, right?
Yeah, let's bring him back. He turned into the real Darth Vader.
Yeah, didn't he like lose his fucking mind and have a mental breakdown or some shit?
Oh yeah,
I can imagine.
Yeah.
I also blame Lucas a lot of that stuff though. He was a little arrogant.
Yeah.
But
and he would have done differently.
I don't think Hayden Christensen was given the best advice and the best direction in that kind of stuff. Like,
or script.
Yeah, right.
Yes, sir.
Exactly. I think he did the best he could, and people can hate it, and that's fine. But like, there's been, and I'd love to see there's been such a comeback and like a redemption, as you said. Like just allow the fact that he was not put in the best situation, insurmountable pressure to live up to what this was going to be character wise, and I thought he did fine. But yeah, give me half an hour show of him murdering kids. I'm fine.
Grogu. I do like Grogu.
Oh, Grogu's great, man. How can you not
with the Mandalorian movie? I'm into it. I
hear that's fucking fantastic. There's some people I've been talking to on set that worked on that, and they're like, "Oh my god, this would be a great movie." And so the crew was super excited about that movie. I know they showed some stuff during the Star Wars presentation in Japan about that. They didn't put it online, of course they didn't. The young Jabba the Hutt's kid, who was played by I always want to call him Lip from freaking I can't go. I think of his name right now. He also played the boss, Bruce Springsteen. Why am I blanking on his name? I don't know.
Played by a real person? It's not.
Yeah, I think they're not saying if it's his voice or not, but I think it is. I'm going blank, and my friends be yelling right now from set right now. But I was want to ask you before we sign off here very quickly though, Brandon. We got a new Star Wars series. I'm not saying shit about it. We got Darth Maul coming back as an animated series. We got Hayden Christian coming back to be, Vader again. We also have like this stuff happening. Is there something that, out of all this universe that makes you super excited for Star Wars? And as a writer, what would you like to be attached to?
I do like the Mandalorian. That's one I've seen all the episodes too, and I think I like it because it is in a way like kind of I know it's like got mad CGI and like all this money going into it, but from a story standpoint, it is very stripped down, and it's just a bounty hunter and his little sidekick, and it's got kind of a weird buddy road comedy movie type vibe. I could see that going in that direction and actually being pretty good. I think I like Mandalorian because it is so simple versus Andor seems like insane.
It's kind of like and I want to watch Andor, and I saw Sean's face earlier when I said about the Andor thing, but there is like apparently a scene later on where Bix like I mean we'll see
and I hope not.
I hope not too.
The whole thing with Andor, right, is that they're like
adult Star Wars.
They're like, oh no, Andor is good because it doesn't have like the Star Warsy stuff in it. And I'm like, but why don't we just make a new thing that's not a Star Wars show? Like, why just lean into if you're gonna make a Star Wars show, lean into the Star Wars stuff. Like, I mean,
there you go.
Why not? That's why I like Mandalorian. I think they fully embrace. It's like, yes, Star Wars. Yeah. Here we go.
Well, it felt.
Favreau's great. He's amazing.
Favreau's great. He's done fine. Yeah, like it felt like a spaghetti western again.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I think that maybe it's a return to form. That's why I like it so much.
I hope so.
And Milton, Misa say, Jar Jar never come back.
I love Jar Jar. As a 13-year-old in 1999, I love Jar Jar Binks. I will go on record and say that.
I still can't believe that guy. Like, oh my god, what he went through with the fan hate, and he appeared in what was it? Was it Ahsoka? Which one was it? He appeared in. There was one series he came back as a live action Jedi, which I think is fantastic.
Jar Jar?
The guy who played Jar Jar.
Yeah, that was Mandalorian.
It was Mandalorian, and that's fucking awesome that he had that opportunity to like be back there and like deal with that past hate and strive past it to move forward. And I think that was great. They gave him that opportunity.
I just don't get it, like the droid Anthony Daniels is like revered as this amazing actor, and then with the Jar Jar Binks, it's like they're both comic relief characters, but like suddenly Jar Jar Binks is like, no, we hate it. Like, what? Come on, like we treated him like he was the pariah of 1999.
Yeah, we did. GR, did you like Jar Jar?
GR, no,
not your Jar Jar. Right?
He's not GR's Jar Jar. No. GR's not saying
I want
shit.
a jar, but I want it filled with liquid alcohol.
And that's why we call him the Thirsty Daddy. Star Wars news, guys, so much happening. Will we ever find out how they do their fucking taxes? If there's a universe, a multiverse that Sean runs, we will.
Yo, player, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe and hit the bell to be notified when we are live. And if you are able to join our Patreon, please join. Because the Pepestar needs more snickety snacks. Because I'm hungry. Holla back. Love y'all.